welcome to How to Attract Abundance for Taurus. I need to do all these videos like super early in the morning when I have no energy and no time so that I can just like get you guys the messages without a little story. But so maybe August will be a little story and how to attract abundance about my life. And then moving into September, I just like be back in business as usual because the Gemini video definitely could have been like a minute to 3 minutes. Like they're like otherwise because like I don't know. I do a 5 card spread for this. I do a 5 card spread for this because I'm super against like the one card. Like I'm just gonna pull one card. I'm like for what? Like what is that gonna do? But there is one card that is offering advice. So I guess the other cards make it more fun, long format content. But I literally just like, how can Taurus attract abundance? Boom, that card. That's what it is. Goodbye. That's the advice from that card. And then like you can always like go and Google like for the Gemini reading, the advice was the Hermit. So it's like if you don't like my interpretation, but you still, whatever, want to take the Hermit as advice, you can go and see what the Hermit means to you or what it means to other people. So, how can Taurus attract abundance in August 2024? I want to say July so bad. I think it's because it is July as I'm recording this. But, so for Taurus, it's the Four of Wands. This is saying to me, like, spend more time in your living room, celebrate, have good times. Like, I mean, what is life other than happy birthday and Merry Christmas, you know? Um, like planning social events and things like that, like throw a party. So, if you have a marketing business, if you have a ketchup business, if you have an olive oil business, anything that you're doing, it's like throw a party, throw a social networking event, go to a social networking event. In the past, I see that you're walking away from a very popular woman or someone who's born on the sign of Leo or Aries, and you're walking away from her for whichever reason. There's a lot of people, I mean, you and a lot of people are trying to win by deceit. So it's like if you see your friend and they're like, oh, I went to Portugal this summer, you're like, I am Portuguese, and it's like, okay, like that's great. You're not. And like I've actually had a tour, like, this is very ridiculous. But anyway, so you've been like trying to win by deceit, rented houses, rented cars, whatever. And a lot of it, so the Five of Swords is a lot of it is like masking your sexuality or your lack of intellectual capabilities. So, if you're drinking a lot or, lying about where you went to college or how well you did in college or what you ascertained while you were going there. Because I'm seeing like the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups to me is always like a huge rainbow flag. So it's like, why are you drinking so much? Why are you sitting around pretending to be rich so much? Why are you sitting around pretending to be so well traveled and affluent? It's because you're trying to mask the fact, like your not even really femininity, but like queerness. And I see that it's like it makes you overwork and overwhelmed, like the Eight of Wands, like you work too hard because you're just trying to make up or compensate for the fact that you aren't like who you think you're supposed to be when you actually are. Um, Throw a party, and the outcome is the Knight of Wands. So there could be like a Sagittarius that you're trying to attract, fire sign person. Like I did a reading for somebody on Reddit. These people are so like, I swear to God, they're all just trolls. And I was like, it's somebody with like red or brown skin, like red, brown, orange skin, whatever. And they're like, oh, that's sad. Like I've never met somebody with orange skin before. And I'm like, please go harass somebody else. It's like, please go harass somebody else. You harassing me isn't gonna get you any more readings. Um, Whatever. And then also like I mean the Page of Wands does kind of like the Reddit logo as I'm talking about the more like some other app with like a red logo. You could design an app, to help you throw parties. But like honestly, I think like if you're not doing Pokemon Go or Uber Eats or Uber or something really something very disruptive but useful, Like somebody was telling me about how their cousin had an app or like was working on an app where you can't see the person's face on the dating app or something until you have a conversation with them, which sounds cute and nice, but I'm like, this just sounds like an app for ugly people because I don't want to play peekaboo with some monster that I've already gotten to know, you know? And it's like, oh, I've gotten to know you, you're so sweet from your words, which Five of Swords could be fake as just as fake and phony as a photograph. And now I'm talking to Oscar the Grouch. Great, amazing, you know? Hooray for me. Like, not to be superficial, I just didn't want to talk to a trash can living Muppet. Like, that's just not what I was trying to manifest. So just be aware of that. And then Oscar the Grouch is from Sesame Street, if you didn't have a childhood. And the energy that you're heading towards is the Seven of Swords. So like you're caught in this like very like Aquarian Renaissance festival, questionable people, surrounded by clowns, may even be like a clown yourself, like at the circus or something. And I mean that's the thing about a cycle, and so it's like not even I keep saying this in reference to like the devil, where I'm just like, God will forgive you for the ways that you have succumbed to the devil tempting you. The devil, Beelzebub, whatever, like the Judeo-Christian devil, is literally the god of temptation. And for you to deny his temptations would make you almost godlike, and you're not. So if you can't not give in to the temptations of the devil, if that's like fatty food, a toxic ex, like being gay, or whatever you have associated with being demonic and evil, other than you're just like your own wants and desires and your own demons within you, God will forgive you for all the ways that you've succumbed to the devil's temptations, obviously, because you're a weak little feeble mortal. But then it's also like a limited world perspective or outlook on what and who God is, what the devil is, what a deva is, the world outside of the Christian matrix, the world as in Samsara, in the Vedas and in Hindu texts and things like that. So, like, I'm not Alan Green or Alton Brown, so I'm not here to teach you how, to properly bake or cook your life or to teach you about the pantheons of the Hindu religion, but there's a lot of soul searching that Taurus needs to do so that they don't get caught up in a circus. Okay. So that's how Taurus can attract abundance in the month of August. Thank you for listening. See you in my next video. Bye.